Shalom, shalom, shalom friends. I hope you are well. I hope you are keeping safe and you have a fantastic moment. My name is Erick. As always, I like just to enlighten people and to tell them what is happening around. Today we shall be looking at why is it that the world has high affinity for the old gods, older leaders. This morning, Cameroon elected Paul Biya, a man who is 92 years of age, and he has left younger leaders. The other day in Nigeria, people are up in arms against Nigeria for electing Bola Tinubu, a very old guard. There are so many nations that for the recent past have elected older leaders. Even when you look at a country like America, they left a very energetic young girl, Kamala Harris, and went for a man who is 79 years of age by the name Donald Trump. When you look at Palestine, they have a man called Muhammad Abbas, 89 years of age. Even in the monarch, like country like Saudi Arabia, they have Salman, 88 years of age. Where is it that the world or electorate or voters, they go for the old people? Don't forget Russia. How old is Putin? Over 74 years. Ireland, they have a leader, a king called Michael Higgins, at the age of 83. Biden was elected past octogenarian, over 80 years of age. When you talk about India, Narendra Modi, at age of 74. Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto, at the age of 73. Where is it that they go for the older guards? There are reasons that are very valid, that we can talk and talk and talk, but when the time of voting, when we go back to our subconscious, when we think aloud, when we are now reasoning, when we are now in that moment of thinking critically, there are some things that pop up in our minds. And that is what we shall be looking at today. Where is it that Cameroon left younger people and went for Biya? What reason made Nigerians left younger people and went for Tinubu, Bola? There are reasons. When you look around, every time people are talking about ODM, where is it that they have elected Oburu Odinga and left very energetic, vibrant, sagacious, powerful boys who can fresh blood? Where is it that the leaders, they go for the old guards? Even in Western, Mudavadi, Wetangula will always be around. Why is it that in Ukambani, they are sticking with Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka? Why is it that Uhuru Muigai has become a darling of everyone now? That is something with the old guards. That people are saying, when you look at Baba, people are telling him, if you can go again for the 6th time, we shall elect you. Because there is that jam, there is that something special with the old guards. When you look at these nations that are led with these octogenarians, they have a lot in common that I think we can benefit from. If you are writing down, the first point, they have less pressure to fit in. These old guards, they have seen it all. They have seen the world. They lack that pressure of fitting in. Or meet societal expectations. They are not, what is the latest fashion? They are not bothered. They are not after, I want to be the learned president. I want to be the richest president. I want to be, that is not their concern. But young guys, they are always pushing. We want to be the richest. We want to be the powerful. We want to be the most heard. We want to be visible. We want to be what? Because they are having that pressure that is overwhelming them to fit in. Another reason that when you put a younger contender versus a old, you will go for the old because they are epitome of wisdom. The Bible says that the gray hair is the crown of glory. So when people see them, they see wisdom. They don't argue with them. They know whatever they have said is the best. Whatever they propose is workable. Whatever they choose is practical. So they are epitome of wisdom. When they talk, the nation listen. Because you will find that most people are younger. So when it's like a father speaking to the youngsters. Another reason is more experience. They have underwent a lot of turbulence. They have seen inflation, the lowest of the low. They have seen pandemics. They have seen a lot. They have seen a war. They have seen struggle. They have seen a lot of financial variable constraints. So they have experience. They know how to maneuver. They know how to get out of mud. They know how to get out of situation. They have experience. Unlike the younger people, they only look at this nation, we just have to confront them. This nation, we have to do this with them. This nation must fear us. Experience. They say experience is the best teacher. So these old guards, they have that wealth of experience. They have traveled far and wide. They have experience. And people look at that, they have experience. Maybe if they are from public sector or private sector, they have done maybe marvelous thing. Maybe when you look at a corporation, how they run it, it is a testament that this man has something. So people, they look at that experience. I have served. Maybe if it is in judiciary, if it is in legislature, if it is in those statutory bodies, the work can be seen. So that experience is a sellout to them. Make them a top notch, a sought after, because of the experience. Another one is the old guard. They are not after accolades. They are not after accolades. They have no point to prove. But you will find the young guards, they are always in conquest, fighting nation so that nation subdue to them. So that nation, they are always in, I can say, in contention. I want to overcome this nation. I want to show them. I want to do this. I want to bring. I want to sponsor. I want to do this. I want to invade this nation. I want to plunder this nation. It's always to show that I am the mightiest. I can control your nation. I can make you. I have a book that I wrote about quisling. I can provide a quisling in that nation. A quisling is puppet leader. I can impose a leader in your nation. I can sponsor him and I can be looting that nation. They want accolade. Another reason is they have historical context. historical context. They understand the dynamics. They understand all history, cultural. So they are always, I can call them conservative. This nation, they are not swayed by the Western culture. They are not swayed by civilizations. They are not swayed. You will find that they uphold moral fabrics. They safeguard values. They are not always about gayism, bring it on. What? Bring it on. And that is why Nigeria, country like Uganda, Bobi Wine might also be defeated by Museveni. Because when you look at people, when they look at this person and they look at the other person, this one is friendly to LGBTQ, Western culture, I don't know what. So they say we rather have this man who will ensure that my girl is married to a man. My son marries a lady. Abortion, legalization. The man will stand and say, no, I will not permit it. But young guards will say, provided you are giving us money, continue. Provided you are supporting us, continue. But old guard will say, we rather lack what is happening in Uganda. No pressure will make them subdue and abandon their culture, their values, their morals, their ethos. They are always very, very concerned. They want promulgation of their culture. They want regeneration. They want something good out of their family. They want that offspring, godly offspring, unlike the young guards. And that is why we can, all over, we can say, oh, in South Africa, we shall go with Malema. But when you look at what Malema stands for versus what CCM stands for, the biggest party in South Africa, CCM is for Tanzania. It is always about historical context. They understand their boundaries. They understand their culture. They understand their demographics. Another reason, they have proven results. The old guards, they have proven results. The younger, you'll just find someone was just a DJ. Someone was just an actor, like the one for Ukraine. Someone was just, when you look at Madagascar, the one that has fled the nation, no proven record. But the old guard, you'll find someone worked. Someone was a military ruler. Someone was a chief justice. Someone was a professor. Someone, there is something they were doing. So at the time they seek the seat, already there is something they can point. I have done this. I have done this. I toned down on my motivational talk, and my wife was asking me, how come this time you have not gone to seek? I say, no, I'm working on my profile. I'm working on my catalog. That I will not have to go and say I do this. I shall be meeting the heads on the right platforms. And they shall be the one inviting me, not me inviting myself. I am working on a proven result, and it is bearing fruit. As I'm talking now, I'm nominated in over 3 awards, NABLA awards, and about 3 of them. And now people are getting to know what I'm doing, the college I'm heading. So it will be very easy. People are talking. I'm gaining traction. And at the end of the day, the record will speak for himself. I will not have to negotiate. There are people, I've had about 3 interviews of CEOs. Many, but 3 that caught my eyes. Paul Ndegwa of Safaricom. Oigara of Stanbic, formerly of KCB, and CK, Chris Kirubi, the late. These people are saying opportunity look for them. They don't look for opportunities. Jobs, they don't apply jobs. Jobs look for them. And that is what is my drive. That is my passion. When you have proven result, you will not have to argue. You will not have to struggle. You will not have to strive. You will not have to bribe. You will not have to use shortcuts. Your name will speak on your behalf. And that is what I work out day and night, to work on my craft, to work on my endeavors, to work on everything that God has given me ability to do, so that I shall have proven records. It will speak. I usually say, if it is about media, there are people I know, they are pushing media day and night. You will hear them in this television bribing people. No. The way I was invited, KUTV, I received call, come on a certain day. I want, when I'm somewhere, I stamp my authority. When I'm invited in media, you shall be seeing my face day and night. Because result, they know this person is articulate these matters correctly. That is what you get with the elders. When you look at people like Harris versus Trump, when they talk about economy, Trump is an investor, is a business, is a mogul. So when he talk about, I know how to get you out of this shit, people say, yes, we know what you did. We have seen what you have done. We have seen. When I say about promotion of entrepreneurs, I know what you did with the apprentice. We know. The records speak for themselves. When we see how what Museveni did, people say we have seen. We have not seen this boy, what he can do. We have not seen what he has done. We have not seen how he has run this corporation. We have not seen how. And that is what the president used as a yardstick in electing these old guards. You are saying, oh, why is it that is going for this leader, for ambassadorial job, for a cabinet secretary job, for a PS job, for a board job, and he's overlooking me? No, it's because he wants a proven result. When he see this governor, the revenue the county generated, he said, I need this man. The minister, I see this man. The work he did, I want to see. I want this result speak. And this is what we need to tell our young people. Work out your craft so that you will have a proven result. Proven result. That is what you will find with the old guard. Another reason that make people to go after the old people is they know how to control emotion. They are perfect in controlling their temperament, their emotion. They are so good. You don't know when they are angry. You don't know how. Even there are a lot of provocations. There is a lot of, it's called brother rivalry, whereby boundaries issues, I don't know what, encroachment, what. You will find that with the young, they will say now, the light has been drawn. We saw with Gladys Wanga. A governor just said something, and now they are using, I've drawn statement, they draw the emotion, but Oburu say calm, elder, we want everyone to come and mourn with us. The Bible says, Ecclesiastes chapter 6 verse 3, a father of many children, when he does not get a befitting send-off, a child born dead is better. So let everyone who want to mourn with us come. We are seeing someone controlling the emotion. We know what the person said. We know what others said. We know what Rigiji said. But he says, come, fatherly. And that is what Raila stood for. Raila could sit with these tormentors. Raila could sit with people who stole his elections. Raila could sit in the same table with people who abuse him, because he knows how to control emotion. But the young, I will prove to you, I will show you, I must show you who I am. The old, they don't have time for that. And this leads us to the next point. The old guards have maturity. They have maturity. Even in their speech, they know what to say. They cannot ban a nation because they have maturity. But the young, they don't weigh their words. They are over-promising. Always it's about promise after promise. I want to make you like Singapore. I want to make you. The old guard know what to chew. They know what they can achieve. They know realistic result. They know what they are capable of. They are knowing their capacity. But the young lack maturity. They believe that this nation, when we want to be like this nation, we have to copy everything of that nation. They all have maturity. They demonstrate maturity. Another reason is this. They are embodiment of stability. People just like the old guard because of stability. The nation is very stable. I can wake up, I can do and live financially, materially. They are very stable. When you look at nation like Nigeria, Nigeria, most of billionaires, apart from South Africa, they're in Nigeria and Egypt or North Africa. And when you look at those leaders, their age, advanced in age, stability. When you look at Ugandans, they are very stable. They are confident in their nation. They are very comfortable. It's very difficult to find Nigerians outside. But Kenyans, all Kenyans want to get out. All Kenyans are applying for green cards. All Kenyans just want to get out. Every moment, they just want to get out because of lack of stability. Homes are disintegrating because men are leaving their families because of instability. When you look at, always about war versus war, instability. The old guard, they don't have more time of flexing muscles. They don't have any more time. Their work is just to look at what will make me see another election. My health, stability of the nation. We are not after encroaching other nations, plundering their resources. The young must have that mentality. I want to be respected in this continent. I have to speak in this forum. I have to be the chairman. I want to be the what? The old lacks that stability. That's why you will see more of the leaders elected who are octogenarian, because they are carrier of what I have spoken of. Don't be surprised when Museveni is elected, voted in. Don't be surprised when you see more old guards ascending to power. Don't be surprised. And leaving the young people. Don't be surprised when the member of your county assembly is an old guard. Don't be surprised if I remember in place like Seme, they left Majimaji and went for a man that I learned of when I was in primary. Director of medicine, I don't know, of health, James Nyikal. I started hearing James Nyikal when I was a toddler. But why is it that people are going after him? Because of what I've spoken of. Stability, maturity, wisdom, experience, and emotional firm or solid emotion, and a person of foundation, strong foundation, principle. And don't be surprised, they will come. So as a young people, you must try to have this for you to be elected. Make sure you live your life. The old guard, they don't care how they dress. They don't care the fashion. They don't care, provided they just ensure they are clean. They are not after fitting. They don't succumb to that pressure of fitting or meet societal pressure. Young people, you must have wisdom for you to be elected. What I'm giving you is so that a young person can ascend to power. You must demonstrate wisdom. And how do we get wisdom? The Bible says in the book of James, them that lack wisdom, they should ask, and they shall be given graciously and generously by Jehovah God. Proverbs chapter 9:10. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the living one is understanding. So it's important to fear God so that He will give you wisdom. You have to fear God. Don't be those that the Bible say, perverse generation. Have a place of God in your heart. Fear God. When you look at all these guards, they have a man of God next to them. They have a pastor next to them. When you look at Raila Amolo Odinga, there is a bishop that was his friend. When you look at Mwenje, I've given this example over and over again. Mwenje, he had a bishop next to him called Wafula. And all the greater men, all these old guards, even Putin, the person he hears the most is a bishop of Orthodox. When he tell him, Putin, do this, he hearken. Even Trump, we saw Trump, a very religious man. We saw Trump, he has highly safeguarded the morality of America. Fear of God will grant you wisdom. And you know the beauty of wisdom, you either have it or you don't. When you have wisdom, it will be manifest. When you don't have wisdom, people will also see. Another challenge of the young people, they are always after proving a point. They are seeking validation. When a young person has money, you want people to see. You want to buy the latest car. You want to count money on his bed. You want to show you the shoe. You want to show you what he consumes. Not with the old guards. You will never know. They are not that flamboyant. But when you look at the young people, no point to prove. So when you are living your life, people will respect you. You don't have to tell people I have money. You don't have to tell people I'm learned. You don't have to tell people I'm powerful. Work in silence. Another important thing that the young people can benefit from the old guard. What I'm telling you is to help you, to elevate you, is to have historical context. How will you have historical context? Always ensure that you surround yourself with the older generation. Make sure that among your friends, not only Bogi Genje, have these men, the gray hair men. Seek advice from them. Don't be like the son of King Solomon, Jeroboam, who went for the young task, who really misadvised him, and he lost the kingdom. When you walk with them, they will be telling you what you will never hear from the books. Because even in the Bible says not all that was covered in the Bible. What Jesus did, only a fraction was captured. So when you have these people, they will tell you what you will not hear in your television, on your periodicals, on your radios. You will not hear them. They are things that they are valuable. They will tell you how they conquered, how they survived, how they maneuvered, how they penetrated, how they emerged victor in their battles. Another important thing is have a proven result. Don't be too quick. Don't run for quick successes that cannot be traced. There is no trail of how you became a millionaire. These old guards, you will know when you look at their investment, their portfolios can be traced. Don't take shortcut. I am joining wash. I want to start money laundering. I want to start to sell organs. No. The old guards, you can follow. They have history. They can tell you what they went through. They have proven result. When you look at even their marriages, you will see yes, he has second wife, but you can see proven result. When you look at, they don't have many baby mamas. They have educated their children. They have ensured that their children can be someone. People, when they see their children, they see it's a good father. When you look at Museveni, you look at what the son has become. You can say it's a good father. Even Paul Biya, that is what is happening. When you want to be respected, you must have proven result. Don't have many baby mamas. People will take you as a joker. You are always counting money, and no one can say what you are doing. We trust you. We trust you with power. We trust you with the position of influence. That's why we are struggling with our company, trying to market it, to sell, to tell people, so that you can say, surely, we saw his struggle, we saw his ways. But we have young people, they are driving large. Forex, you ask them, how is this Forex? They cannot explain. They stand before people, they cannot explain. No proven results. We only see money. When you ask them, how did you get? The other day we find there are boys who are arrested, there are ladies arrested in foreign prison. Proven result. Another important point, as young people, for us to be elected, for us to be attractive, we must know how to control our emotion. When the Bible says, do not burn with anger. Do not harbor bitterness. You will be wronged. Know how to control your emotion, your temper. Let people not know your emotion. Move. The Bible says, be wise as a serpent and as a gentle as a dove. Let no one knows your emotion. That is the secret of these older people. When you look at Jacob, his firstborn son, Reuben, slept with one of his concubines. The man controlled himself until the latter days. In Genesis chapter 49, it's when he's now telling Reuben, I know what you did. You will not increase. You defile my bed. Emotion. But I know if it was a young person, you have slept with my concubine. I'm dealing with you now and then. Controlling our emotion. That is what we have been defeated. Young people, we have to control our emotion. We have to have calculated moves. We have to move with wisdom, strategically. When you want to invest, you must take time. The old guards, they take time. They don't want to make Singapore in a day, in a month. They are strategic. That's why people trust them. They control their emotion. When they are angered, they know how to control their emotion. Because war is expensive. When you are after war, you will lose resources. And at the end of the day, you will lose. You will lose people, you will lose your reputation, and you know war you can be defeated because you don't know the strategy of your competitor. They can overrun you. Another important point, we must demonstrate maturity. Maturity. Maturity is how we uphold our values. When you look at the old guards, they demonstrate maturity. When they wear with maturity. Whatever they speak with maturity. They know what to say at the right time. They know how to do things. The Bible says there is the right way and the right time of doing things. There are boys. There is a boy that he was coming very well to be elected here in Mpesa South. He was called also Erick. But I heard him one day speaking. And I disregarded him. The boy was drunk, speaking I don't know what. Rather than talking something important, he goes to the police station. Hey, today, kwenye mnakula nyama. Today there will be meat everywhere, you women. Not orderly. He's not talking about the future. Maturity. Sometimes, the way we talk, we can lose big time. So we should have that maturity. Maturity comes with age. Let us have mature mind. The Bible says we should be mature. And the final point, we need to have stability. Stability. I've been asked, I have seen there are so many organizations that have wanted to sponsor me to vie for a political seat. I have so many of my colleagues, but what I'm looking for is stability. When you look at these people, they have that aspect of stability. Stability in what sense? That is what I heard about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And you should understand that. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where there is that psychological needs, there is that safety and stability, there is that aspect of belonging and love and belonging, there is that esteem, and finally there is that actualization. So you need to have stability. When you want seat, can you live 5 years without a job if you don't get that seat? Will you compromise because of bread? Are you rent seeker? Or you are vying for values? We have seen young people, sometimes they are bought and they don't give their A game. We have seen severally. The young people are always bought. That make people not to trust them with the position of even the power. Stability. Work on your finances. Be stable in marriage. Be stable in finances so that you can have a good campaign. Because it's not about mediocrity. It's about giving your top-notch A game when you offer yourself for an elective seat. You need to, everything is money. The Bible says money answers all things. These people, when you see they are being elected, Paul Biya, Tinubu, all these, Mutharika, these people they have money, they have their own money. Raila Amolo Odinga is a billionaire and he has stability. It does not only depend on politics. He had companies. What do you have? Have something. on the side. So when you are going there, when you look at even these leaders, they have businesses, they have companies. Don't go to politics for that. Already have that stability. These older guards, they have stability. That when they go there, they can give you flour, they can give you cabbage, they can give you per diem, because they are stable. Are you stable? That money that you are now splashing, tomorrow you are a beggar because you don't understand the dynamics of money. You don't have a backup plan, stability. These individuals, they have stability. They can vie over and over again. When you look at Mutharika, he lost power, he went back, he came because he is stable. But our young people, how stable are we? How stable are we? Are we stable on area of connectivity or networks? The old guards, they have invested in their relationships, that they fundraise and they raise a lot of money. They are very stable. When they vie, they don't lose money, they gain money. But young people, because of lack of stability, when we vie, we lose. When you see a young person vying and he lost the seat, the man get depressed. When you see a young person, his services terminated in a company, the boy or the man become depressed. We have not even buried Kimani, the boy who committed suicide. Stability. You lose your job, you become depressed because you lack stability. So we need to work on our stability, and it shall be well with us. For those few remarks or many remarks, see in the next teaching, and you can stand with this and allow us to take even water, and God will bless you. You can channel your love gift through Mpesa number 0725 102 528 0725 102 528. Don't forget YouTube, Erick Sublime, ERICK SUBLIME. Erick Sublime remain our address. See you in the next teaching. I love with the love of Christ. My name is Erick. Bye bye.